friends, would you like to learn how to draw a mouse? You would? Great, let's draw that mouse right now.
Here we go! Wonder Friends, time for Wonder Friends show! Yeah, right!
Okay, Wonder Friends, so we're going to draw this mouse, and we're going to do this with our paper up and down. Before we get started, if you want to draw with anything, feel free. I'm going to use this big Sharpie because I like the way that they look and it's easy for you to see. If you feel like I go too fast, you can always pause the video, or if you feel like you mess up, just grab a new piece of paper and start over. No problem at all. Last thing is, you're going to draw different than me, and that's fine. You're going to draw just like you. That's what makes this work. All right, so what we're going to do is, with our page up and down, we're going to kind of make a little bit of a wavy shape just like that. And I want to make another shape that comes back and just kind of connects that. So you end up with this little weird kind of teardrop shape that's curved a little bit. And we're going to put a circle on the end and color that in. Just like that. Now I'm going to guess you can start to see the mouse already. For ears, we're going to put one big shape just like that. And another one just like that. Okay, those are some gigantic ears, right? And we're going to draw insides just like this here. Now, for our mouse, this time we're going to draw a little shape that's curved like that. And I want you to put a little line like that. And it'll make sense in a minute here. And then we're going to put 2 zeros right here in the middle, okay? And we're going to put some eyebrows up there, like he's very happy, okay? Put a couple hairs. Why not? Why not put a couple hairs? Now I want our character to be looking down right here because we're going to draw something right here. And to do that, we're just going to draw a dot and fill it in the direction that we want our character to be looking. Okay, so if you look at that right now, if you were somebody that just looked at it for the first time, because the character is looking that way, you're going to look that way also. All right, now, and for the body, we're going to draw just a stretched out triangle. And we just to put 2 sticks down, just 2 sticks, easy peasy. And then we're going to just put 2 shapes just like this at the bottom for some legs. Now for the tail, I want you to just have some fun. Make a squiggly shape. Just have some fun with it. Make it weird and wacky and fun. All right, and we're going to put one arm out just like this. And I'm going to put some hot dog fingers on there. Now remember, we are going to have him looking at something, and what I want you to do is we're going to do a box. It's like this shape first, and one more over. And I want you to put just 3 little notches like that and close it. So it looks like somebody took a bite out of something. Now it makes sense, right? If you look at his mouth is full of something. He's full of cheese, right? And we can make this into some cheese by just drawing some little circles on there. And I want you to just to put that there. Now we don't have to draw the hand to know that it's holding it, right? We know just by our own guessing that this mouse would be holding the cheese. So you don't feel like you don't necessarily have to draw the hand on there. Just this arm coming down there is enough. I want to draw a little line here, and what that is just to give us like a floor, right? That our character is standing on something. And I'm going to put just some squiggly shapes at the bottom. And all those squiggly shapes is like the cheese has fallen down. It just kind of helps add a little more to your illustration, so it kind of helps tell the story. Because remember, when we're doing illustrations, we're telling stories with pictures, so you can really kind of come up with some sort of story around this mouse. I'm going to draw some hearts around there because mice love cheese, right? So you can create a story based off of this character, off this one image, and this is what illustration is we're able to tell a story based off of this, so you can really have a lot of fun with that. It'd be a great thing that you can try to do after this, and if you want to put some whiskers on there, we're going to do some on this side. It's kind of hard to put them on this side, so I'm going to just put a couple right there, so I don't have to crisscross his face too much. If you need to straighten out any lines, now's a good time to do it. All that stuff like that. We're going to start coloring this. So now's a great time if you need to grab some crayons or markers or whatever, pause the video and go get those now. If you have them already and you want to color just like me, at the end of this fast forward, you can pause the video and just use your markers and everything to color just like me. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward for you right now and start coloring. Okay, friends, as we start to wrap up, any extra details you want to put in here, of course, you can always add in here with some fine point markers if you want to put any little extra hairs. Those things all just add a little more details to your story of your character. Just makes it look a little more finished, all that stuff like that. Great way to do these types of things too, if you really like illustration, is that you redraw them a couple different times, and then when you redraw them, what ends up happening is you notice new things and you improve off of your drawing each time instead of it always just being the same. You know, that's a great way to practice little motion lines like this. You learn all these things as you just keep trying new things, because sometimes some things work, sometimes they don't. Sometimes when I'm doing these drawings on this video, sometimes I don't like how they turn out, but I stick with it, and I know that like it's a part of the process of learning how to get better. And the last thing that we need to do is we need to sign our name on it, so everybody knows who made this awesome piece of art. Hope you had a lot of fun drawing that mouse with me, and here's the cool part about my job is I'm an illustrator, right? I'm an author illustrator, but the illustration part is my first love. It is what I really started out doing, and the reason why is I love to be able to tell a story through pictures, and that's what illustrators do a lot of. Now again, you can change the way that your mouse is drawn. You can change the things that they're doing, all by changing arms, changing the pose. It could be eating something else, but you can really take that drawing and then write a story around it. Sometimes when I draw stories, I end up with the story first. I write the story out first and then I draw the characters. But most of the time for me, it's easier to draw the character first and then I create the story around it. It just kind of depends. But if you want to get better at that, all you got to do is just practice. Keep trying and trying and trying. Not every drawing is going to be good, but every time you practice, you are going to get better to drawing those things that are in your head that you wish that you can draw a little better. The more you practice, the better you get and the more fun you have. Speaking of fun, check out this next video coming up where I guarantee to show you how to draw something that you may not know you can right now, but with a little bit of help, a little bit of trying, and a lot of practice, you're going to be able to draw it.
Hey Wonder Friends, I would love to see the art you create and feature it on one of my videos. With the help of an adult, take a photo of your finished art and post it on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. Don't forget to tag me so I can find it. Hey, are you looking for a signed copy of one of my books? Check out my website, wondervillestudios.com, for books, t-shirts, mugs, and more. I also do loads of school visits and would love to hear from you about scheduling a visit. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and check out all the other fun drawing lessons. Until I see you, be the weird you want to see in the world. See ya!